Namaste. We have a super exciting show today. I am beyond believing what we're doing today. We have a combination of the work that Thaisa does with what I do with Reiki. And this is a project that we've been working on for some time now. We're actually working on a retreat where this is going to be implemented and people can come and they have the opportunity to learn to heal themselves. So we're super excited. We're going to be doing these episodes of the podcast talking about how you can blend all this information together and then get on your path, I think, a little faster. It really, like for me, I think doing this work made things happen so quickly. And if you are on this journey and you want to do it, if you practice these techniques, you're going to advance through it really, really fast. But you have to be committed. You have to believe that you can do it. So today's episode, we're going to start with the basics. And we're going to be talking about chakras and understanding what they are and how you blend that with the Reiki. And you're able to really release a lot of the energy that is stuck in your energetic field. And the process goes super quick. So this is my experience. This is what I've done. And one of the reasons why we've been so happy to do this podcast, because I have been able to not only do it for me, I also did it for my husband. He's been doing this program and it's just a life-changing. He was someone that I never thought that he could get this done because of how far he was compared to me in my process. And I think he did it in 5 months. Consistently, like following the program, doing everything. And it's just incredible what you do. With meditation and combining it with the Reiki. We're super excited.
That's amazing. It's I'm very excited to be here today to share a little bit of the information about chakras and get it out from mysticism to day-to-day living. And that's what I think your husband did and applied to his life and improve his life. So the journey into healing, I believe, is the journey to know thyself. That was the inscription in the Delphos temple, actually the inscription in the Apollo temple in Delphos. They inspires us to do the journey within. And today we're going to start this journey within our energy field. So we all know we are made of layers, the layers of consciousness, the layers of our being. So the first layer is the physical layer. And the second is the energetic layer, the pranic. The Hindus call this layer pranic body. So we are going to talk about the pranic body today, which is in which the chakras are located. As we mentioned before, chakras, the word literally means wheel, disc. So energy, just visualize energy as being in movement, because energy is never still. Like we are in movement. Even the dense material stuff that we think is not in movement, there are a lot of particles there that are in movement. So everything in the universe vibrates, moves. So chakra means this energy field in our pranic body that is constant moving. So we always exchanging energy with the environment. So I walk here and I'm exchanging my energy with you, with the room where I'm at, with people I interact. So this means that we're always moving. It's a flow of life. So when you visualize the chakras, never visualize a stable energy. It's always movement, always vibration. The universe vibrates. So chakras vibrate, but it's not in our physical bodies, on the pranic body, on the layer of our constitution. So for people that have vision with their third eye, they might be able to see these energetic centers. I'm not one of them. However, I can feel the energetic centers. So people have different experiences. We have as many chakras, we talked that before, as many pores in our skin. But the 7 main chakras, they were like concentrated because they were considered main because they have more energy flow, more luminous, energetic flow into specific areas in your subtle body, your body of energy. So how did the rishis knew that? They have the third vision developed. So they could see spaces they could see locations in which these energy channels, they all meet and they have more energy flow in that area. So that's linked to the actually endocrinal system as well. So 7 main chakras, they are the main ones according to the yoga tradition. So the first one is the base, the foundation, your root. It's root chakra. The name is root chakra, Muladhara in Sanskrit. So it basically means your stability, your security, the sense of your body here. It's survival. So think about instinct, survival. It's linked to the adrenal glands, which is actually linked to our survival, the fight and flight instinct. That if we're in danger, if our body is in jeopardy, we feel fear of our survival, activates the adrenal glands. So that's linked to that part of our instinct, the survival instinct, and the stability of my body and security is linked to the Mother Earth. So it's the only chakra that faces down. And the color is red. But remember, energy flows, right? It vibrates, pulsates. So you might see a different colors. So it's not like a stable block red. You might see different colors. You might see a different combination of colors. But I mean, the major color is red. So just think about your body, physical body, and the symbol is square. So the chakras are represented as lotus flower, Padma, lotus, and they have inside them like geometric shapes as well. And for example, the Muladhara, one of the geometric figure is the square. Which means exactly that stability, security is your body, how your body functions in this world, is like your survival. And the mantra is Lam. So each chakra also has a sound. So, and the mantra of the mantra of the Muladhara chakra is Lam. Lam, lam. So if you want to vibrate, if you feel like let's do like a simple exercise, Angelica.
Yes.
Just sit in a comfortable position. I invite you to place your hands facing up on your lap. Your spine is in alignment, straight. Your neck is in alignment, and just close your eyes and bring your awareness inward. And take a long, deep breath here just to anchor your energy here and now. And bring your awareness, your attention to the base of your spine. And visualize at the base of your spine a spinning disc of light, pulsating, vibrating the energy of stability, security, centering, grounding. And just sit there with these words, allow these words to vibrate in your body of energy, your subtle body. And you can silently repeat Lam, Lam, Lam. And just observe. You can silently start the process. You can silently ask yourselves some questions, self-inquiry questions that might lead you to notice, to observe imbalances on your Muladhara chakra. how do I feel right now? Do I feel a sense of feeling safe, secure, stable? Do I experience fear about my survival needs, food, water, shelter? Do I experience, for example, feelings of aggressiveness, anger, possessiveness? And just notice, ask the questions, and release the need to answer the questions with your mind. And just allow your body to answer those questions for you. From a place of being present, aware, awake here. Do I feel secure in my body right now? And then now take a long deep breath and bring your awareness back. And gently open your eyes. So this is a basic, simple 1-minute exercise that might guide you to discover some imbalances, because chakras are energy centers and they can be with excess energy, like a lot of energy in that energy center. For example, this is the energy center linked to our survival needs, but I might be hyper in that energy center, and I might be like only worry about money, possessions. So maybe this chakra is hyper activated if you present these symptoms. And it can be under, like not enough energy. So it might be hypoactivity. So you might feel, for example, excess of fear, always afraid, anxieties, panic attacks about your survival needs, very fearful, or apathy, like lethargic. I don't have energy to live my life, to, to be in the world, and feel very afraid. So you have many ways to verify if your chakra is if your chakra presents excess of energy or lower, on the lower energy side. So those are questions you might ask yourself. Go through the process of self-observation, self-inquire. You mentioned before, this is a process to heal yourself, and this is a way to do this is a way to start the journey of healing and balancing, because everybody wants in life a more balanced, fulfilled life. And it's very important to know thyself, and we know ourselves by layers. So I know my physical body, I know what I like, my dislikes. Even when you go to a doctor, do you have any allergies? So this is kind of your body, how your body, how your body functions in this world. But also it's very important to know your emotional body. And we talked about that before. And your mental body, like what happens on your thought patterns, memories, and all that. And it's very important to know your energetic body. That's where chakra, that's where this knowledge of chakra is important, because we are integrated beings. So we need to understand us in layers. So that's why I think it's very important to know, that's why I think it's very important to have this knowledge. And knowledge by itself is only intellectual knowledge. You want to transform this knowledge and integrate this knowledge into your daily life. And then it becomes wisdom. So is knowledge applied, becomes wisdom. Otherwise, it's just intellectual knowledge. I'm here talking, oh, well, she knows about chakras. But how does that translate into a better life? Okay? Yeah. So how knowing my energetic body translate into me being a better human being? being more balanced, more aligned in life. So that's what we want to present here to you. Not only the knowledge of your energetic field, but how this energetic field can work in this world, how we practice this daily, and how this can actually translate into a better life. Because that's all we want. Otherwise, it's just books. Just read the books and, just read a book and then that's it. If you don't translate that into your daily and living and integrate that knowledge into your daily life, it's just intellectual knowledge. And it means nothing.
And I think that that's something that I was doing in my life with Reiki, because when you understand where the emotions are and then where your traumas are, because each chakra holds a different pattern. So then when you do the Reiki and you know that you had issues with your family and you know specifically like what your problems are, like, like my mom was this way, my dad was that way. So you really recognize like all your triggers. You know your triggers. And then once you understand and it becomes that wisdom, you're able to then connect that into like where those parts are in your body. And that's what I did with the Reiki. It was so easy for me then to be able to mentally think of that situation and then go directly into where that problem was stored in my body, because we store that. Any situation that you go through in life,
it gets stored in your actually physical body and your energetic body. So talking about that, so how you would apply the Reiki into, for example, this knowledge of the chakras, how it would be the technique you would recommend then to apply self-Reiki for the Muladhara chakra?
So the process that I did was doing the meditation with all the things that you put together during the meditation, because it really is like you're taking like a step forward in your evolution, your consciousness through the meditation. And then if you apply this part as well into your regular life, right? So you're taking the meditation, then you're applying the meditation to have a calm mind, and then you add to that the Reiki, you're taking that energy faster out of your system. So what I will do is that I will do the meditation, and then I will, in that state of mind, that you, when you finish, like you're just with different wavelengths in your brain, then I will connect to source. And this is a technique that I learned through many years of working with energy, I took classes with different professors from different parts of the world. So I've done a very good job of taking information from different sources in different ways of doing things, and then putting it together into a way that people can do it on themselves. Because there is so much mysticism about energy, about Reiki, and I feel like that's why people ended up giving the power to someone else to do the work. So I want to make it very simple, very grounded, so people can understand it. So there is energy everywhere, what you were explaining. We're all energy. So what Reiki does is that you become a channel for that energy. So with your mind, you're visualizing things. And the mind is very, very powerful. And once your awareness goes into a specific area, then your attention and your energy and your effort goes to that area.
Yeah.
We were talking about that before.
There is a saying, energy flows where attention goes.
Yes.
So there is that saying that is very powerful. So yes.
I think that the first step would be to be in a restful mind. So using the meditation to get to that point is very crucial, because the energy needs to be grounded. It needs to be settled. So if you try to do it but your energy is not flowing, then it's not going to work as well. So the first thing is doing the meditation, coming to a very grounded state. And then I pray, but everybody can do it in a different way. Prayer for me, it's not just about believing in something, it's about the repetition. And I think that if you see it from also the grounded place of the prayer, it's what we do into the subconscious. So when we pray, we're repeating certain things every day, so it becomes like mantras.
Yes, a prayer can be a mantra, and also There is a biblical saying that Jesus said, I don't know exactly his words, but you have to pray in his spirit and truth.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it just becomes like empty words. So you have to embody the words of the prayer. Whatever prayer you choose, if you're Catholic, there are Catholic prayers, or if you are like want to use mantras. Yeah, or create your own statements as prayers.
Exactly.
As long as they are embodied with truth and spirit, there is. But otherwise, like I joke, even a parrot can pray because they can repeat words,
exactly,
right?
yeah, that's
so
what
you
I'm
don't
saying.
want the repetition, empty repetition. You want to be embody those words with spirit and truth, and really have that vibration within you.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
I could not put it in a better way.
No, that wasn't me that said it. I just translated. It was Jesus that said it. In spirit and truth.
Yes.
He said that because that's what you need to connect to that universal energy that is Reiki. Otherwise, you're just here, you know. When she means grounded, when angelic means grounded, it means more embodying that energy, not grounding so much on earth, because this energy is coming up also from earth, but it comes from everywhere. This because energy is everywhere. It's just an add-on to your grounding word.
Thank you. And so it's channeling that energy. I always visualize having my crown chakra open and ready to receive. So that's why it's important the meditation as well, because once you balance your chakras and your chakras are open to receiving, then you feel that energy. I always feel that is the universe. There is like a source for everything, right? Some people can see it as God, or some people can see it just
universal energy.
And universal energy. So that's why I want to take away also the concept from like religion, because if you don't believe in religion and you don't have those beliefs, you can still do it. It's just the essence.
It's just religion. They each one put in different words, but sometimes they might mean they mean the same thing, but it's just different words according to their religion. But like for example, do you do a moment of prayer, like you said, and of stillness? Because all it is a moment of stillness, because we all busy out there, our minds are everywhere, so we want to bring ourselves back to present moment. So your moment of prayer is stillness in truth and in spirit, and then you connect to the higher energy, the higher universal source. And do you say something? I say something. I just want to know if you say something once you connect. I actually like the gesture of opening my hands, because you're receiving, you're becoming like a pure vessel. And the purest you are, the better vessel you are. Because let's say, for example, you are a vessel of water, but you are full of dirt. Your water will be dirty as well. So we want to become the purest vessel for that universal energy. So that's why chakra alignment, prayer is important, because they're all techniques. I'm going to use lack of better word, but they're all techniques that purify us to become the better version of our vessel from the source energy. Okay, do you say something?
Yes, so then I visualize that energy coming in through my root chakra, and then it going into my body, going into my heart chakra, which at this point is, because of the meditation, it has been activated. And the energy that I feel is very loving energy. I always think of my heart chakra like my center for everything I do, because I act from my heart. So once the energy comes in, I take it to my heart, and then you're gonna release that energy into your hands. And then you raise your hands, but to feel the energy flow. And for me, for example, I have like little tingles on my hands.
Yeah, sometimes we can have that experience. Just as add-on to her explanation, because she feels her heart center, and the heart lotus is the center. If you consider the lower chakras and the higher chakras, not in importance because they're lower actually, and they're higher. This chakra, the heart chakra, is the middle point. So it's where the finite meets the infinite. So it is our center. And if you look and how cities are built, they are built from a center. So from that center, everything grows, right? And the
Exactly.
same way with the heart. From that center, which it is the center of your being, and the heart chakra is the seat of the soul. And then she spreads to her hands. When you say heart chakra, it's not only your heart. There are different body parts, and your hands is part of your heart chakra. So when you actually connecting to your hands from your heart, because it is an extension of your heart lotus.
Yes.
Just as add on.
This is what I love about her, because
Yeah.
like I have all the techniques, I have everything, but she has.
I have the reasons
essence.
behind it.
The
Yes,
wisdom.
yes.
that
But you
she's
do
so
intuitive,
deep.
so
Yes.
you have the. We all have the intuition. So she's doing intuitive, like connecting to her center, and then spreading to her hands, because the hands is part of the heart chakra.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think just to add there, because I think that this is the experience that I was trying to explain at the beginning, that I've learned so many techniques from different people. And then when I started doing the meditations and understanding things from this depth of wisdom,
Yes.
it just, everything makes more sense.
Exactly. It's just like sometimes, like, it's nice to have a map. The map, it's like when Buddha said, he pointed to the star, he said, don't look at the finger, just look at the star. That's the direction. So you need a direction, a map. Because sometimes you might experience, like, for example, you have the sensation of your hands being tingling. And if you don't know what that is, if you don't understand the map of that, you might think there's something wrong, and you might even stop and be afraid of this energy, how it flows through your body.
Exactly.
And tingling sensation is a perfect normal sensation of this energy going through your body. So it's very important to have the map. Otherwise, your fear, you're gonna be like, oh, there's something weird, I might stop. You might block the flow of energy through your fear.
Exactly, yes. So that's why I wanted people to kind of like understand a little bit of my experience, but your experience could be different. Things could change in different ways for you. So I'm just relying on my experience. So after I do that, the first step that I always do when I start the Reiki on any session for myself or when I'm doing it for someone, it's to clean the aura. So I think for this section of the chakra, I'm gonna talk about the aura cleaning before I get deep into like the other parts, because I feel like we have so many emotions and thoughts that really get stuck around our energetic field. And doing the Reiki and starting there, it's gonna clear so much of your mind because you're removing those layers.
Yes, so let me add on to what she's saying. What is aura? Aura is breath of life. That's actually the breath. If you think about it, it's actually the flow of prana that comes through our energetic field. So aura is in our energetic field as well as chakra on your subtle body. But chakras are located on your pranic body, and your aura is the integration of your mental body, so your body of thoughts. All your thoughts, memories, that's all part of your mental body, and your emotional astral body, and your chakras. So the aura is integration of how you think, how you feel, and so that it might have different colors and might be like this rainbow of colors. So it's really important to clear, to integrate, to be in harmony. Body, that's why we say body, your mental body, your energetic, all your chakras, and also your emotion. So it's cleansing the aura. So you kind of like take away all the clutter from your mental, and all these, like for example, when you store like some traumas on your physical body, and you trigger the emotional body, and it gets stored in your physical and your energetic pathways. So cleansing the aura is very important.
Yes, so that's always my first step. I love visualizing a white, bright light. I work a lot with chromotherapy, which is like different colors, and then we will get into that when we're doing the chakras. But when it comes to that part of like releasing all these negative things that we have around us, I always think of white light. So when I have my hands and I start passing them down through my body, I bring that white, bright light into my aura and into my space. So, and I'm visualizing that all these little spots that we have everywhere, where all that negative charge is, it creates a distortion of our energetic field. So I just visualize seeing those little spots and then just bringing light into them and then just cleansing and taking it down into Mother Earth. So that's always my first step. Just when I start doing the chakra in the different parts of my body, so I will go, and I know that this is about my safety. I know that when there is a financial situation that maybe people are going through, anything that is related to that sense of safety in everything around us. So I try to visualize the life that I'm living, so you can do that. And then try to find the little situations that are making you feel unbalanced, that are making you feel that you're not safe. And I try to bring light into that. And I know that there is something that has been stored in that part of my body, in that chakra, that is related to that. So that energy is what is making me feel like that. It's not the event, it's not the situation. The thought has created that energy.
I always say we are not the product of what happened to us. We are the product of how we react to what happened to us. There's some people that live extreme situations like the Nazi feud and the Nazi concentration camps, and some had terrible experience, and some people had an awakening experience. So we are not the product. I'm bringing to the extreme level because that's very important. Some people, I know some stories of some people that had a union with divinity through that experience, and did amazing things after that, and some people that ruined their lives. So we are the product of how we react to what happened to us.
Yes.
Some people are stuck in their traumas forever and they can never get out.
Yeah.
They spend their whole life, they're gonna need another lifetime because they're stuck on that. They get imprisoned by what happened to them.
Exactly.
And they can't release the story, they can't release the feelings of hurts, resentments. They can't forgive others. Yeah, you just have to be like, again, the pure vessel.
Exactly.
But what happened? We get stuck in all these points. We got to store all the traumas in our chakras, in different parts of our bodies. And so we need to use the Reiki energy, channel this energy and become the pure vessel for that energy to manifest and work our energetic field to be the best version that we can.
What I love about Reiki is that I used to do the mental work when you have a situation and you're trying to find like the best solution and you're thinking, and it just becomes a loop. When you do it with Reiki and the energy, there is no mental work for that.
Yes.
You're just releasing. And then it actually brings you clarity afterwards.
Yes.
Like you didn't have to think about it. No, you don't think about it. You just think of bringing white light, visualize the situation that it's causing that pain or whatever problem you may have, that energy has been stored. And then you bring that light, and then what I do is that I visualize like the energy of the chakra with a distortion, right? Because that's what I see. I'm very visual. So what I see is that I see the energies in the chakra, and I can see that there is a distortion there, like a charge that has been put into this, movement of energy. So I bring that white light into that distortion, and then it gets released.
Yes.
And then after it gets released, you just feel like this sense of peace.
Yes.
And then clarity comes. And then you think of like, oh, you know what? The situation is not that bad because of whatever. And
you almost have like an aha.
Yes.
Yeah, I say always, even doing meditation, you use your mind, but then you need to transcend your mind, because it's not through the mind that this work is being done. Otherwise, it's the power of mind, and this is not the purpose of this teaching. It's not like how much I can be in power.
You're thinking
through thinking. It's not that. Otherwise, it's just forced thinking. And this is just like a pure vessel. It's actually you're channeling that universal energy. And even meditation, I mean, you use your mind to transcend your mind, to get into that space of expanded awareness, awaken. And it's always, why is awakening? Because it's from within out, from within out. So that's how I see it. It's said and done, but we all have our traumas. But usually we have to work through the process of healing, healing in layers. So different layers, and we keep healing and healing, and it's always once you achieve one layer, and then there's another one that reveals itself. So until we become whole, because the source energy is whole, but we come from that source energy. We are in essence that source energy, but ingrained in your heart center. But we come here, we get entangled, we got mixed, we get life experience, we get hurt, we get triggered, we get shut down, we get defensive, and we have all these mechanisms that we are not living life. We are having all these barriers. At the end of life, we are like have a heavy armor around you, like a heavy coat. That's why a lot of old people, they're like bitter, resentful, because now they were not able to digest their life experience.
Exactly.
And life becomes too harsh, and all the losses, we all gonna go through losses in life. We're gonna lose loved ones, and we're gonna lose even material stuff. We're gonna lose people. We're gonna eventually we are not gonna be here. So life is a continuous process of impermanence, and when we attach ourselves to whatever, to circumstances and people, and we just become sad and resentful and bitter because life is impermanent. But that's the nature of life anyhow.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we all, that's the nature. Nothing is permanent. We are not permanent. So, and we get resentful as we grow older. Instead, we all want to be children. We all want to be happy and have the wonder of life and the sparkly eyes. We want to discover this amazing world. And the children, they're so present. They cry and they laugh in almost the same moment.
Yeah.
There's one moment they're having a tantrum and they're really angry, and then the next moment they're all happy. So, but what happened to us? We get bitter. Something bad happens that we perceive as bad.
Exactly.
And we get bitter and we tell that story for the rest of our lives. At the end of our time, like when we're 80, we're still repeating the traumas that happened to us when we were 20. Because so-and-so said that, because so-and-so did it. And then your life becomes a repetition of this drama life story.
Yeah.
And
you don't need to carry that. It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I also try to be very mindful when I start doing the Reiki. It's like, I don't need it. I just need to let go. And it does the work of your subconscious being instructed to do a work for you, for energetic field. And then again, repetition. So if I live my life thinking that I don't need to carry these energies, then the next time that I encounter an event, I'm not gonna take that in and put it somewhere. Now I know that I don't need this, Like how you always say, namaste, and then you keep going.
Yeah.
Because it's not for you.
I always say, like, I choose to learn the lesson from this person, this situation, this event, and I choose to evolve from this lesson and next lesson.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, something perceived bad is going to happen to you, and instead of you learning the lessons and evolving, you're going to become bitter, resentful, regretful, and not gonna learn the lessons.
Yeah.
And these lessons are gonna keep happening and happening. I always say life sends you messages in different envelopes. One is yellow, one is blue, one is red, one is white, but it's the same message. But you don't learn. So it sends one person and then another person and then another person with the same lesson. And so our job, for me as a human being, is to learn and evolve.
Exactly.
So why is this happening to me? Not from a point of being victim, and from a point of how can I learn from this life experience? How can I learn from this person? How can I get out of this situation a better human being? That's a good thing. Like at the end of your life, you want to look back over your years lived, hopefully it's a long life, and say, I'm getting out better than I came in. So I'm getting out a better human being, a more evolved human being, I'm more loving human being with virtues because the eternal virtues, because those qualities you're gonna bring with you. Everything that can be taken from you is not your true self. It's like, can your money be taken from you? Yes. Can your house be taken from you? Yes. Can your car be taken from you? Your clothes? Everything that can be taken is not your true self. But everything that you acquire as life experience and you learn from, you grow, cannot be taken.
Yeah.
Your kindness, can it be taken from you? No.
Yeah.
Only if you choose so, to become bitter and resentful. But it cannot be taken from you. All your life experience that you accumulate throughout your years, they cannot be taken. So that's the true question. And what happens to us on our quest of living this amazing life is we spend most of our lives acquiring the things that are gonna be taken from us. And at the end of our lives, we're empty hands of life experience, because your car can be taken, your house can be taken, your clothes can be taken, your loved ones can be taken from you. Everything can be taken from you.
Become attached.
You become attached and you desire more, and at the end of your life, that's why I believe, I don't have a PhD about it, why people become so bitter, because life takes away. Kronos is the god of time, and he takes and he eats his sons. And that's the Greek mythology. In regards to us, we get eaten by time, because at the end, we don't have more time. So we get eaten by Kronos, the god of time, but we want to go home, which is back, whatever you believe. I believe into your true home is not here, but with your hands full of life experience that made you evolve as consciousness. But unfortunately, we get entangled into this life pattern, into this life experience, and we concentrate most of our lives and time and energy in acquiring everything that is going to be taken from us.
Yeah, and I think that this is part of what we're trying to teach, because it's not just one moment of doing the work. This is like a lifestyle that you are going to implement between the meditation and the Reiki. Because as I said, the Reiki is not just that moment when you're clearing your aura or your chakras. It's the living moment that you're experiencing, because now you don't want to store that energy. So you are preventing that energy from coming to you by being mindful, by being aware, by being present, by reacting in awareness, so then you don't carry that.
By reacting in awareness. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So at least that's what I
like the better word, by responding in awareness.
Responding in awareness.
Yeah, I think that's better. I mean, yeah, it works, but I think responding in awareness, because it sounds more, because when react, it sounds more automatic. We want to take it out of the automatic. We want to be present and respond in awareness, in presence. So channel the universal energy, connect to yourself through prayer, meditation, a moment of silence, a deeper breath, deep breath, actually. Deep breath. Extend your hands, being a pure vessel of universal energy, bringing the energy back to you, cleansing your aura. And in regards to the Muladhara chakra, you actually can place your hands at the root there, at the tailbone, of course, but like we're placing our hands at the base of our spine, bring our attention there, and become the pure vessel of this universal energy, releasing all energy that is stored in that center and releasing to Mother Earth. And then what you do after, you take a long deep breath and gently open your eyes. Do you suggest to close your eyes doing that?
I like closing my eyes, and I always suggest that, but some people, because of living experiences, they don't like to be...
They don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, they don't feel comfortable. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I would suggest to close the eyes because it helps you to be more mindful of your body,
Yes.
your breath, and then the work that you're doing, so that you're here. When you're looking at things, you may get distracted, so that's why I do it, but it's whatever makes you comfortable.
So if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes, bring your attention inward. And today we work the Muladhara chakra, but the next episodes we're going to keep going up, and the next episode is going to be the sacral chakra, and we're going to do also a little explanation what the chakra is, combined with Reiki techniques, how to bring alignment into that energy center as well.
Yes, thank you for being with us today.
Namaste.